When they saw the star, they rejoiced with exceeding great joy. And when they were come into the house, they saw the young child with Mary his mother, and fell down and worshipped him.
Right, he was a young child when they saw him. He was a young child. He was not that one in the manger that you see on the picture. They're all on their knees with frankincense and myrrh. No, he was a little boy by the time they caught up with him. Go ahead.
And when they were coming to the house, they saw the young child with Mary, his mother, and fell down and worshipped him. And when they had opened the treasures, they presented unto him gifts, gold and frankincense, and myrrh. And being warned of the Most High in a dream that they should not return to Herod, they departed into their own country another way. And when they were departed, behold, the angel of the Lord appeared to Joseph in a dream, saying, Arise and take the young child and his mother and flee into Egypt. And
that goes in Hosea, where it says, I call you up, I call my son out of Egypt, which they try to say, oh, see, Egypt, you know, that's basically prophecy fulfilled right there.
Hey, look, Most High beautiful, because he didn't know those goddamn Egyptologists and shit was going to try to pull that out they had. You know, come on. Egyptology he said he came, hey, look, this is the story of Seth and see, they say they called my son. Hey man, I hear some of the stupidest shit, man, about that. Then it's a story, it's a made up story. No, it's goddamn Satan. I mean, Satan knew, put it in these goddamn these damn other nations' minds about this, because that's what it was said that they had to know the prophecies to have something to match up with it. Like the Egyptologists, you're gonna go back to them. This shit is just 100 years old of studying the Egyptology. All of a sudden it's Borak and this, I don't know who the name of these people, man, of these other nations, but they're always bringing up that this is a copy story. But Egyptology is only 100 years old. So how did y'all get y'all stories?
And the word Egypt comes from Greek.
Right, and it's Greek.
You know, it's a Greek word.
I'm just saying, it's not that old. So the Bible is over. The script scrolls been coming out what a long time.
Fine wine.
I mean, you had thousands of years, thousands of years, man, before all that shit came abroad. So all that shit you see about Seth and Orion or Horus and all that bullshit, and some letters being some semen on some letters. Oh man, it's not what it is. It's something that they made up, and now they trying to match it with the scriptures, because the shit is only 100 or so years old. They so-called decoded the damn hieroglyphics. So you gotta look at these devils as what they are. They deceivers, man. And these niggas out here like polite, not polite, and homeboy beefing. What's his name? Side nigga. Yeah, they beefing now.
I seen that.
You know, cause he didn't do something for him. I guess he getting money, and he ain't getting him no money. You know what I mean?
He did a live stream on it, right?
Right, he did a live stream on it.
I seen it. I seen it on my notification.
Right. But that's beautiful. That's just the Most High breaking that thing up.
Yes. Yeah.
You know, cause they ain't nothing but deceivers. They deceiving the people. So it's the Most High breaking that thing up, man. But this is Matthew 2:13. And when they were departed, behold, the angel of the Lord appeared to Joseph in a dream, saying, Arise and take the young child and his mother and flee into Egypt. And be thou there until I bring thee word, for Herod will seek the young child to destroy him. And when he arose, he took the young child and his mother by night and departed into Egypt, and was there unto the death of Herod, that it might be fulfilled which was spoken of the Lord by the prophet, saying, Out of Egypt have I called my son. Then Herod, when he saw that he was mocked of the wise men, was exceeding wroth, and sent forth and slew all the children that were in Bethlehem and in all the coasts thereof, for 2 years, from 2 years old and under, according to the time which he had diligently inquired of the wise men.
Right, so that chapter has everything to do with Revelation chapter 12, especially the verse that we just read. Go back to that.
This is back in Revelation chapter 12, starting from halfway in and 4, for verse 4. For to devour her child as soon as it was born, verse 5, and she brought forth a man-child who was to rule all nations with a rod of iron, and her child was caught up.
Right, because YAHAWASHI is supposed to rule, you know, with the basically a rod of iron. He's supposed to rule all nations. He said on the Revelations also further, and it said he had basically he's the King of Kings, you know, Lord of Lords, you know. So it said on his head was many crowns because he took all the crowns of all these other nations that's out right now.
Are you there?
Starting over verse 5 again, and she brought forth the man-child who was to rule all nations with a rod of iron, and her child was caught up unto Yahweh and to his throne. Verse 6, and the woman fled into the wilderness.
My right hand.
Verse 6, and the woman fled into the wilderness, where she had the place prepared the Most High Power, that they should feed her there 1,203 days. Verse 7.
1,000. Say that again.
1,203 days.
That's actually 350 years when you get into it and you break it down.
Verse 7, and there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought against his angels, and prevailed not. Neither was their place found any more in heaven. Verse 9. And
now this is the part where Christians think that, you know, oh, this is talking about, in heaven, you know, this was when the Most High got into a fist fight with Satan, and then there was a war in heaven, and then Satan got kicked out, and then he just been, you know, running amok on, you know, in heaven all of a sudden, you know, and that's not what that's talking about. You know, the war in heaven hasn't taken place because it says the 2 woes have passed and the 3rd woe comes quickly. This woe, this is a woe, talk about World War III, and this hasn't even happened yet.
Verse 9, and the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him.
And the brother already broke it down when he went to Genesis, and he had us read Genesis 3:15. That's the reason why the scripture says that old serpent, you know, because it's the same spirit of that serpent that was in the garden with Adam and Eve.
You know what? Somebody grab that verse again, and then the end part of it, because that's a little key point to let you know that Satan was.
3:15.
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about?
Right.
Can you get second entrance where it says the man of man is betwixt
The hill.
6 and 9.
This is Genesis 3 and reading at 14 again. And Yahweh power said unto the serpent, because thou hast done this, thou art cursed above all the cattle and above all the beasts of the field. Upon thy belly shalt thou go, and the dust shalt thou eat all the days of thy life. And I will put enmity between thee and the woman.
Now this woman, as we know, is talking about the seed which will come out and be Israel. And then the ending part of this scripture is going to help you connect it to know who this serpent is, because it's not talking about a snake. You know, we're not out here fighting, fist fighting snakes. You know, snakes ain't shooting us down in the streets. You know?
And between thy seed and her seed, it shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel.
Now, what does that sound like? It shall bruise thy head, and what does it say? It shall bruise his heel.
Yeah, and thou shalt bruise his heel.
And thou shalt bruise his heel. You know, if you know the scriptures, what does that sound like? That's Jacob and Esau, the hand and the heel. Because when Jacob and Esau was born,
Jacob grabbed Esau's heel.
Yeah.
He
I got
has
it right
it.
here.
You got
So
it?
we can convey with the
You gonna go to Genesis first, then you want me to read it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
It says, this is Genesis 25 and 22. It says, and the children struggled together within her. And she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she said, to inquire of the Lord. Let me go down here. This at verse 23. And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels, and the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. But when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment.
Didn't it talk about, behold, the great red dragon?
Yep.
Yeah, kind of.
That's just all linking it up. The hill, the red dragon, the seed is all linking it up to let you know that snake isn't a actual cold-blooded reptile.
The red devil.
No,
The red devil. That's everybody knew that Esau would be the devil. I mean, he'd be the devil that he is. He's the red devil, right?
Kind.
So, and the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. And after that, his brother came out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob.
That's it again. The hand in the hill. That was the event again to let you know who was who in the scriptures. And then it's all pieces together.
This Second Ezra chapter 6, verse 6. And it reads, then did I consider these things, and they all were made through me alone, and through none other. By me also they shall be ended, and by none other. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first, and the beginning of it that follows?
So this is Edris asking the Most High through the angel, when is the ending time events going to take place? What sign are you going to give us so we can know the times that we're in?
And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
So he gave him his answer. Esau is the end of this world. Esau's rulership signifies that the world will end. It's not going to continue in this form forever. It's going to go down and say what time zone we're in right now further on. But that hand in the hill, the hand on the hill is symbolic of what time we're in.
He's gonna pull him down.
That represents their error. Their error comes first, then our error is going to come back. Go ahead.
That goes with the scripture. The weapons are warfare not carnal, with the mighty, bringing down the strongholds. We're bringing down Esau's strongholds. We're grabbing Esau by his red heel through the Spirit of the Lord, YAHAWASHI. We're bringing down his lies. We're bringing down his corrupt government, his wicked society, his wicked rulership through the power of the Most High, and it's coming down.
This is verse 10. The hand of man is betwixt the heel and the hand. Other question Ezra asked thou not.
So he told him the hand of man, basically all mankind, you're in the time between the hand and the heel. So we're right there at the so-called the end of the world. It's about to go down.
Exchange.
Yep. You have to change. That's how you know the power should be transferred to the right. That's how you know rightful owners.
Yeah. Right, so we don't got to worry about, after Esau's kingdom, then, the Most High gave a vision to Daniel to tell Ethiopia, you're going to rule again, and then you're going to, this is it. As soon as Esau's kingdom goes, ours is what comes after next.
Oh, no.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay. This is because it mentioned in Revelations, the 12th chapter, about Michael standing up to fight. Yep, this is Daniel 12:1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth up for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to the same time. And that
right, that's talking about basically, you know, it's gonna be hell out here on these streets. You know, and that's why, you know, when the brother came up here and he apologized, you know, he basically, you know, he had his talent in a napkin. You know, you gotta tell, you know, because basically you gotta warn the people. You know, like the brother said, lift up your voice. You know, 'cause it's gonna be crazy out here, and people want to be looking for answers. You know, go ahead.
And at that time, thy people shall be delivered, every one that should be found written in the book. You know, so basically that right there shows you that this is something that's happening up in the heavenly realm where the Most High is. It's not a war that's happening up there. When you go into the book of Revelations and it talks about it talks about. Can you read that part again where it says that he was cast down?
This is Revelation chapter 12, starting from verse 9. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world.
And that great serpent that was cast out, that's talking about the so-called white man. Because when in Job 9:24, it says that the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. Who are the ones that execute dominion and rulership in the world right now? Who are the ones that's running this place? What race of people? It's the so-called white man. Now, to connect that, can you grab Isaiah 14:10?
Oh, yeah.
Because a lot of people like to